So, Benjamin, what would you say to another veteran who may be struggling in
Mm.
silence? What important message do you have?
Yeah, I would just say you're not alone and don't suffer in silence. When I was in the military, I didn't get mental health help for a while, and then I finally did, and it changed the game for me. I learned how to relax when I was alone and to enjoy life a little bit more. It helped me with my anxiety. And so I would just say ask for help. It's a courageous step. It's not easy to do wave a flag and say, "Hey, I need someone to step in here." But
Yeah.
you can do it, and when you do it, things get better, I promise. And so I would encourage you just to seek help. So whether that's in the career space, talking to an organization like PenFed, or in the mental health space, going to your base medical office and saying, hey, I just need to speak to a therapist. If you're a veteran, you're out of the service, finding local organizations that can help you either through the VA, or there's so many different organizations that offer free mental health services outside of the military.
Hey everyone, this is Jonathan Marks from Go to Health. I hope you're having a great day. You know, if you watched America's Got Talent, there was a very moving guest on that show who competed. His name was Benjamin Hightower. He had gotten out of the Air Force and now became a singer-songwriter. Well, he's with us today, and he's talking about the transition from the military to civilian life, and it's not an easy transition. So if you're a veteran or you know someone who's a veteran, I encourage you to listen to this show because there's a lot of great information here. We're also talking with the president of the PenFed Foundation, which is a great military support organization for when people get out. Benjamin Hightower is an Air Force veteran and Brooklyn-based singer-songwriter who captivated millions on America's Got Talent. He's got soaring vocals, and he's a U.S. military veteran and Brooklyn-based singer-songwriter who brings powerful stories to his music. Andrea McCarran is the president of the PenFed Foundation for Military Heroes. She's a nationally recognized television journalist who discovered her calling by reporting on veterans' issues. And you can learn more at penfedfoundation.org. Before we get to our guests, a reminder, please subscribe to us at gotohealthmedia.com. We're also on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up or a 5-star review. That really helps us get the word out to more people. Thanks in advance. So welcome to the show, Benjamin Hightower, Air Force veteran and singer-songwriter, and Andrea McCarran, who's president of the PenFed Foundation for Military Heroes. So glad you're with us today.
Great to be with you,
Thank you for
Jonathan.
having us.
Good. Benjamin, I first have to say how much I loved your performance on America's Got Talent. I'm sure you get a lot of that feedback, but you did a great job. And thank you
Oh,
for your
thank you.
service, not only in the military, but on that show.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I had so much fun.
Good. So tell us, what was the transition from military life to civilian life like for you? I'm sure it was huge.
Yeah, it was. It was really big. I say it's scary, but not impossible. It just was quite a different speed of life that you jump into getting out of the military. And I had never written a resume before, and so I just had to ask for help. And I think that is the advice I would give other veterans trying to make the transition is ask for help. There's so many things that are different. But I'm so glad I did. I now am a singer-songwriter in New York. I have music out on all streaming services. I had a song come out this week
Oh,
out
good
on
for you.
every platform you listen to music on. And I'm just thrilled to be able to go after what my passion is. And I wouldn't be able to do it were it not for the help of the PenFed Foundation and my friend Andrea, who's sitting next to me, who I love dearly, and who's helped me make this dream reality.
Good. So, Andrea, tell us, why is mental health support so important for veterans and their families after services?
Well, I first learned how important mental health was by raising service dogs on the job. And I've
Uh,
raised 6 service dogs for veterans, first responders, and others with a disability. And it was just a bucket list item for me. I wanted to give back to the military. My dad was an Air Force Brigadier General. My grandfather served in World War I. My uncle served in World War II. My brother served. My nephew's currently serving in the Marine Corps.
wow.
So I thought, I've never been in combat, but what I can do is raise and train a puppy to serve someone who has. So I feel like there is nothing more important to get people on the path to success than getting their mental health squared away.
Great. And can you each speak a little bit to what are some of the big issues in mental health support when people come out of the service?
Yeah, I think it's loneliness. There's in the military, you're surrounded by a community, and then you get out of the military and you no longer have as easy access to those people.
Hmm.
And so I think loneliness is a big deal. And the way to combat, I found that is to go after a passion. So mine was music, and I've met community through that, and it's given me joy and a reason to get out of bed in the morning. And so that could look like woodworking for someone else, or moving your body. And that's something I really like about the PenFed Foundation is they're also focused on physical health. Andrea walked the entire island of Manhattan a few weeks ago
With combat veterans.
with combat veterans and is just doing a lot of work to promote physical health, which is so key to your mental health, tying into that and helping disabled veterans compete in races with Team Unbroken.
That's right. We believe movement is medicine.
Yeah.
So like Benjamin said, it very much pairs with mental health.
Yeah, and she runs marathons and is training for one right now, which is pretty.
He's done one too.
I've done one too. And so we both really strongly believe that physical health and mental health are essential as these service members transition into civilian life, which is really, really hard, but not impossible. Again, there are these resources available to veterans.
Andrea, can you add to that? And I'm thinking particularly about what Benjamin just mentioned with disabled veterans.
Yes, he mentioned loneliness. I would also add to that isolation. And through the work you do on your health podcast, you probably know that the more rural, the more isolated the area, the higher the veteran suicide rate. In fact, there are states like Montana, Alaska, Wyoming that currently have double the national average. And if you figure about 22 veterans take their own lives every day, double that, and it's even more catastrophic. And at the PenFed Foundation, of course, we care about the military suicide rate, food insecurity, addiction, homelessness. But we firmly believe if we get ahead of that catastrophic curve, meaning if we get to the service member before they transition out of the military and, be faced with the scariness of the civilian world, that we can diminish those numbers.
Wow, thank you so much for what you're doing. And I didn't know the statistics about suicide. That's quite alarming.
Isn't
Benjamin,
that
how is
horrible? Yeah.
yeah, Benjamin, how has music helped you process your journey and find purpose after service?
Oh, great question, Jonathan. It has been therapeutic. I think music is therapeutic in and of itself. So being able to write lyrics and put them on a page, as well with melody, has been really good for processing emotions. Like this song I put out this week is a fun bop, but it is truly about me getting out of the military, moving to New York, and not really knowing who I was or how to navigate life as a civilian. And beyond that, it just is that passion that keeps me going. It's really fun. I love to sing. I love to perform. It's the most fun thing I can think of doing. And so that's how it's helped me. It's sort of driven me. But that, again, can look like playing the cello for someone. It can look like swimming. Podcasting. There's just so many things you can do. You just got to find a hobby and a passion and go after it. So that's what it's done for me. And I have great community. And of course, I've met like one of my dearest friends now through this endeavor. So I'm very grateful that I found this passion.
Good, Benjamin, so we can look for it. What's the name of your new tune?
Thanks for asking. It's called Manhattan Perfect.
Jonathan, I'm warning you. Once you listen to it, you won't be able to stop listening to it.
I'm gonna listen.
We got up at dark 30 today to get ready for this, and I was playing it in the background. My hotel neighbor's probably not so happy, but it's such a catchy, inspiring song.
Thank you. It's about the cocktail of Manhattan, but perfect Manhattan, which is the way it's served. Anyways.
You hit so many buttons for me just now. So I grew up.
I know.
It's my favorite.
I grew up in New Jersey. My father's favorite drink was a perfect Manhattan, and
you're going to love this song.
And also, as I mentioned before, I'm a musician myself, so I will definitely enjoy listening to it and maybe even pick up the chords on a guitar.
I would be honored. Send me a video.
We should have a jam sometime. No, but that is really cathartic for people.
Yes.
For Benjamin and so many other veterans with whom I've interacted, music, the arts, so cathartic, exercise. So we just promote that and just let people know they're not alone. They don't need to struggle in silence. We are there for them. We believe in them.
So, Andrea, tell us, how does the PenFed Foundation reach out to veterans actually before they get out of service or as they're getting out of service? What kind of connections do you make, and how can people find out more? Let me give the website so people can proactively, or their family members can proactively reach out, which is the penfedfoundation.org. penfedfoundation.org. So, Andrea, how do you reach out to veterans and military folks?
We rely on very powerful, meaningful partnerships. And that's how we access people before they leave the military. But also, a lot of it is word of mouth. So we're so grateful to be on your podcast. One of our greatest, strongest partners is baseball icon Tony La Russa, because like us, he believes in saving lives on both ends of the leash. Don't know if you're a dog person, but we are connecting shelter animals with veterans.
Wonderful.
And that is a very powerful initiative. We also have a veteran entrepreneur program open to any veteran or military spouse anywhere in the United States. We pay all their travel expenses to get to one of our 10 nationwide cohorts. We don't take equity in their companies. We give them mentorship. Basically, it's a boot camp. But like Benjamin referred to the camaraderie and the community in the military, we like to think that we provide that in the entrepreneurship space. It's not easy being an entrepreneur, but if anyone is wired to do so successfully, it's a veteran, mission-driven. You guys are so flexible and agile, and you're deadline oriented. They make great entrepreneurs.
Good.
And I'm very flexible. I can do a headstand.
You can.
Can't do a split yet, but I'm working on it.
That's great. Hey all, Jonathan from Go2 Health. Let me ask, how do you sustain your energy throughout the day? I try to do it with the morning cup of coffee and then one in the afternoon as a pick-me-up, and of course my daily vitamins. But what if I told you I was trying something new that's working for me just great? It provides me with sustained energy and focus, with caffeine for alertness, but balanced by amino acids and taurine to prevent jitters or crashes. It also has a blend of B vitamins, L-carnitine, and choline to power my energy and mental clarity, even if I didn't get the best night's sleep. It's also packed with vitamins A, C, and E to support my immune health, even with my days of packed schedules. And it's sugar-free and what I'll call flavor-forward. I alternate between 3 delicious flavors: mandarin orange, mango strawberry, and fruit punch. Just 1 small scoop of mix in 8 ounces of water and I'm done. Boom, off to the races. This formula boasts 32 years of brand expertise and thousands of 5-star reviews from millions of users. And it's a woman-owned company. What's this product I'm yakking about? It's called Spark Energy Plus Focus from Advocare. Spark Energy Plus Focus. For Go to Health listeners, I've scored 30% off and free shipping. Go to drinkspark.com and use code GO2HEALTH at checkout. That's code GO2HEALTH at drinkspark.com. Let's tackle the day together with Spark Energy Plus Focus. Great. So, Benjamin, what would you say to another veteran who may be struggling in silence? What important message do you have?
Yeah, I would just say you're not alone and don't suffer in silence. When I was in the military, I didn't get mental health help for a while. And then I finally did, and it changed the game for me. I learned how to relax when I was alone and to enjoy life a little bit more. It helped me with my anxiety. And so I would just say ask for help. It's a courageous step. It's not easy to do, to wave a flag and say, hey, I need someone to step in here. But you can do it, and when you do it, things get better, I promise. And so I would encourage you just to seek help. So whether that's in the career space, talking to an organization like PenFed, or in the mental health space, going to your base medical office and saying, hey, I just need to speak to a therapist. If you're a veteran, you're out of the service, finding local organizations that can help you either through the VA, or there's so many different organizations that offer free mental health services outside of the military.
Or applying for a service dog.
Yeah.
Because no one should ever pay to have a service dog trained for them. There are a lot of scams out there, a lot of people who are preying on the vulnerable and charging up to $50,000 to have a trained dog. Reputable organizations give them free of charge to veterans and first responders.
That's a good message.
Highly trained. Yeah.
Great. Benjamin, can you talk a little bit about, you said it was hard to get help. What were some of the barriers you faced? And then Andrea, I want to ask you as well, what are some barriers that other folks face?
Well, when I was in the military, this is less so now, but I had people tell me that if I got mental health help, my security clearance would be at jeopardy and the jobs that I would be able to get would be jeopardized.
Wow.
And I think that's due to bad leadership that I was under. Thankfully, as I was getting out, I saw the stigma start to shift, and for them to realize our military operators who are doing crucial jobs should not be suffering in silence. Because what happens is when you tell people their jobs are at stake if they get mental health help, they're not going to get mental health help. Right. And then you have people who are struggling in crucial positions, making really crucial decisions with who are under duress. Mm-hmm. And I think in their heads, they're thinking, let's keep people who are mentally unstable out of these jobs. No, because you get help means you're mentally stable.
Right.
Like that is, I don't know if you've read Catch-22. That's kind of the plot of Catch-22, the book. But it's like, it's ridiculous to me to suggest that if you get mental health help, you're not fit to serve in some role. So I just would say, like, I saw the stigma lessen as I was getting out and the movement towards it's okay to get help. But it's still, I think, culturally behind, and the military is always just a little bit lagging behind, like where it should be culturally, I think. And my biggest passion is to let service members know I had a top secret clearance, I got help, didn't lose the clearance,
Good.
Didn't get passed over for jobs. I got to do what I wanted, and so just
Good.
go do it. And it's just your life's better if you're healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And if I can just add to that, and then Andrew, I'll ask you, but I think there's a strength in asking for help.
100%.
You know,
yeah.
if you can't ask for help, there's a fear in there. And asking for help shows that there's strength there. So I would not be ashamed. Andrea, do you have another opinion or insight about that?
I would only say I meet veterans all the time that don't feel seen. And every veteran matters, and everybody is different. They bring a different strength to the table. I always, when I'm coaching them or mentoring them, I tell them to dream big. If you can be like Benjamin, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And every one of us can do something to help with a veteran or military family member's success. I want to give you a quick anecdote. Every time I speak publicly, I have the veterans in the audience stand, and I always thank the Vietnam veterans, but also welcome them home. And so many have come up to me afterwards with tears in their eyes saying, I have never been thanked for my service. And that's just a travesty, in my opinion. But so at the PenFed Foundation, we like to say we express our gratitude through actions, not just words. So I would encourage your audience, thank a veteran, but also go that extra step. Ask about their service. Ask how they're doing today. It can't be just a glib, hey, thanks, great job, Benjamin. Mm-hmm. It has to be, how are you doing with the transition? Mm-hmm. And then, everybody can probably point someone in the direction of any type of assistance they need.
Great. Oh, I'm so glad we're doing this today. It's such great support for veterans, people who've done so much for our country. Incredible. So are there any questions I haven't asked that I should have, or what kind of big message would you like to leave with people today? And I'll ask each of you to answer that. Benjamin, you want to take it first?
I'll take it first. I'm going to do a shameless plug to please go listen to my music. It's anywhere you get your music, any Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you buy it, my music can be found there. And I have an EP coming out this year. I dropped a song this week. And so what would help is just if you went and listened to my music and shared it.
Because it isn't just the music for Benjamin, it's the message and the advocacy behind it. Mm-hmm. And I've been working in the service dog space for so long. I want people to understand that you don't have to be blind or missing a limb because of your military service to qualify for a service dog. There are countless organizations across the country now that provide service dogs free of charge to people struggling with PTSD. Mm-hmm. They are trained. I've helped train these dogs. We have them turn light switches on and off, clear a room, and we also train them to literally and figuratively watch your back, meaning they're behind you looking. A lot of people, if you have PTSD, you're hyper vigilant, you're always looking for an exit. But if you train a dog to be watching your back for you, it gives you a great sense of peace and calm. And I don't think people realize how many resources are out there for veterans. It's a quick Google search research. Help is just a keyboard stroke away, I like to say.
Good. Oh, God bless the work you're both doing. Benjamin,
You
I
as
wish
well.
you the best in your music.
Thank you.
And Andrea, thanks so much for the support and the work that you're doing with veterans. You're both amazing. It's been such a great
Likewise.
interview.
We're
Thank
going
you.
to connect with you right away because I cannot wait to hear how you, knowing your favorite drink, knowing that you're a musician, I can't
And
wait to
from New
hear what you
Jersey.
think of the song. And from New Jersey, Manhattan Perfect. Thank you so much, Jonathan.
Good, my pleasure. We've been talking with Benjamin Hightower. He's an Air Force veteran and Brooklyn-based singer-songwriter who captivated millions, including me, on America's
me.
Got Talent. Yeah, there we go. Known for his soaring vocals, he's a U.S. military veteran, Brooklyn-based singer-songwriter who brings a powerful story to his music. And we've also been talking with Andrea McCarron. She's the president of the PenFed Foundation for Military Heroes. She's a nationally recognized television journalist who discovered her calling by reporting on veterans issues. Her work has been honored by 25 Emmy Awards, amazing, and dozens of other accolades. Thanks for both for being with us today.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.
We're
Keep up
so
the great
thrilled.
work. It's so important.
Good, thanks. Remember, you can visit the PenFedFoundation.org to learn more. And don't be afraid. Be brave. Get some help if you need it. Good. This has been Jonathan Marks with Go to Health. Remember, you can visit us at gotohealthmedia.com or you can subscribe to us on YouTube or Apple or Spotify. We're on 8 different podcast networks. We've got over 300 interviews, and we hope you'll subscribe to us. And if you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up or a 5-star review. That helps us get evidence-based information out to more people. Thanks so much for being with us. That's great. This has been Jonathan Marks with Go to Health. Again, thanks for being here. We'll see you again next time. And as we say at the end of every show, go to health.
Help.
God bless. We'll see you again next time.
God bless. Thanks, Jonathan.
Great to meet you both. Bye-bye.
Good to meet you too. Bye.
You are
Thank
a
you. You're
gem.
great at this.
I'm connecting with you right now.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic interview, Jonathan.
Thank you for tuning in today to Go to Health. You are one of almost 10,000 people per day who enjoy the evidence-based health information offered by our guest health experts. You can watch us on our website and YouTube and listen to us on 8 podcast networks. Be sure to join Jonathan Marks in our upcoming shows each week. If you like our show, please share this episode with your friends and colleagues. You can subscribe to the show, join our email list, send us feedback, browse through the online store, and view our library of over 150 shows at gotohealthmedia.com. See you next time, and remember to elevate your life with Go to Health.